Let's go.
This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shamit. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. next one, Christopher Sanchez. What do we need to know here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plate. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to get.
Random, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is foul back. Here's a 1-1.
Ball two.
Ryan was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boo. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the man.
That one not close. Full count now. Draws the walk there.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
One out man at first. Trey Turner, runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped up. Keisha settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ballgame. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
That one is absolutely belted. And it is gone. He hammers one out to right. And now they're out front. It's 2-1.
You can't ask for a better start than hit the home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And it's second. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that...
Nice grab. To first. And very nicely done for the out. Game 1 of the World Series. Randall stands in for the Phillies. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. They'll circle the bases, and they cut into the deficit. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of the bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Randall locks in. No need to press, but they can really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
Ground ball up the middle. Lee fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Rafael Marchand digs in now. One strike away from securing game one. And he grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit. In comes the run for second. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by one. Randall digs in. Tying run on.
You know, Barry, it gets tense in these late-game battles, and it comes down to focus. Can't afford to miss the mistake pitch right here.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone.
What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
Score of 8-6 in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi with you alongside Chris Singleton. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7?
So up next, Randall. Randall launched a pair of homers in his last game. And another ball.
That's the ball.
Foul ball there. And a 2-1 on the way. Foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Line into right center field. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Runner on the move. Ground ball right side. Squirts through. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, it certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Two on, 1 out. And now the runner breaks for the plate. That's in for a strike. Now they tag him for the out, and wow, either Either someone missed the sign completely, or he just tried to steal home. The 1-0.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
To third. Keyshaw for one, and that's a double play. Wow.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So a runner at second, 2 down. Matt Wallner digs in now. Man at second. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. One left for Minnesota. They lead it 2-1. Random measures 5 feet 10 inches, 23 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. Caught just shy of the wall. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. And this place is rocking. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 4-2. Citizens Bank Park is buzzing right now. Look at all those towels.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Brandon was a big contributor for them in the win.
I'll tell you, Will, I was excited every time he came off. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Final score 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. From Target Field in Minneapolis, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. The hill for the Twins, Taj Bradley. Chris, how about a scouting report?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
And now for the Phillies, Random. Random matched a homer in his last game. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1. Just starting out here at Target Field. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Keisha. There's one. Over to first. Safe. One down. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. The 0-2. Runner on the move. Ripped to third and caught. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former 2nd overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick. Play made, that ends the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 75. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. Out to short. McKinstry whips it to first on the run, and they get the out.
Up next to Philadelphia, the left fielder, Kyle.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield.
He's straight out looking. Huge strikeout there. So 2 down, and now it's Luis Garcia. In the air, left field, base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe. He beat the tag. We are tied at 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. World Series Game 3. And now for the Twins, Ramon Laureano. the 0-2. Rolled over to third. Brandon fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Now here is Brandon.
Number 75.
You know, these Phils looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Yeah, a foul ball.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. One up, one down. Laureano comes up to hit. The Phils holding on to a one-run lead here in Game 3 of the World Series. It's softly on the ground left side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Twins retired in short order. They're down 3-2. One down. Brandon stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Warning track. Yeah. And you can touch them all, baseball man. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 4-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Byron Buxton digs in now. Tying run at the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. In comes the run for second. Save.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us. From one Twins way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes, but hey. And starting this one, Bailey over. What do we have on him? One down. Now the third baseman, Random. Random matched a homer in his last game. On the ground to first. O'Hearn takes it himself, and there are 2 outs. The 4th game of the World Series. Random stands in for the Phillies. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. The 1-1.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You gotta be sharp.
Fair ball. So a man on base to start the inning.
That's the swing right there. You spoke that.
Trey Turner at the plate. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the move. That one the other way. And a base hit. The throw in. Not in time. And we've got runners at first and third to open the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Makes the catch. 1 down. Tries to get back and save. So 2 at scoring position with 1 out. Luis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Pitch gets away. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
Man, that ball got far away from the catcher, but they still had time to throw out the runner trying to advance. Not great.
1 down. So up next for Minnesota, Luke Keeschel to third. Whips it across. 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one misses. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Swung on, belted.
What up, viewers? What up, y'all?
Into the bullpen and gone. A 2-run shot. That's his 5th homer in the series. The Phillies score first. It's 2-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to start. That one was a hanger, and pitchers
What happened, Rico?
don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Oh, hell yeah. Already. Hey, but what I don't like about it, you got niggas going in game chat, one nigga in the chat. That's the best part.
What a play, in and over. Twins wind up stranding one. They trail it here 2-0. Number 75 walks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
Reek, I know I go over there. I already know I get a spot to hoop in that motherfucker.
On the ground, right side. Keishel tosses to first. One pitch and one out. So 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia. Randall. He's already homered in this game. Popped up left side. McKinstry moving under it. And that is that. 5-6. And this one is over. The Philadelphia Phillies have done it. They've won the World Series.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down to the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton and our outstanding crew. I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
you